Hey everyone, welcome to another installment of Harry Potter Theory. In today's video, we're going to be discussing Harry Potter, Horcruxes, Ron, Hermione, and the Dursleys. More specifically, we're going to be discussing how Harry affected those around him, given that he was indeed one of Voldemort's Horcruxes. When Voldemort killed Lily Evans and James Potter, his next target was baby Harry. The prophecy foretold by Sybil Trelawney threatened Voldemort's reign of power, specifically the boy born at the end of July, Harry. Thanks to Lily Evans' loving sacrifice, Harry was never killed, and the killing curse that Voldemort fired came right back at him. This effectively split Voldemort's soul, turning Harry into a Horcrux. The next thing you know, Voldemort was defeated and the wizarding world was sighing in relief. However, not everyone was celebrating, for you see, Harry's parents were now dead, which meant that he was without a family. In order to keep Harry safe, he was left at the doorstep of the Dursley family, where Harry's Aunt Petunia and Uncle Vernon lived. At first, this might sound like the worst place for Harry to be, but you see, as long as Harry lived under their roof, as long as he could call their home his, he was safe. Harry grew up in an environment that certainly could have been better, a place where his dreams were stomped on and his presence was not often acknowledged. The Dursleys were terrible people, but the one thing about Harry's upbringing that some fans have theorized is that their poor behaviour was a result of Harry's Horcrux. One of the properties of a Horcrux is that it can make people do strange things, and it can change their behaviour for the worse. Horcruxes are dark magical artifacts that shouldn't be tampered with, but here Harry was, a Horcrux himself. But here's the big question: if Harry being a Horcrux was the reason that the Dursleys were so terrible, then why didn't Harry affect Ron or Hermione's mood? Why were they able to remain good people in the presence of Harry? In essence, the reason for this is that Harry isn't a proper, full-blown Horcrux. When Voldemort travelled to Godric's Hollow and tried to kill Harry, the curse rebounded, which split Voldemort's soul. However, because Voldemort's body was gone, the victim of his own curse, he could no longer encase the soul fragment to complete the Horcrux creation. Part of Horcrux creation involves an encasing spell, which actually puts the soul outside of the body into a physical object. Because Voldemort's soul was left without any attachment, it latched itself to Harry. For this reason, Harry contained Voldemort's soul fragment, but was never possessed by it. Therefore, he did not possess a lot of the main characteristics of a Horcrux. If Harry being a Horcrux was the cause of the Dursleys' anger, then it would make no sense that no one else would be affected. For this reason, I'm of the belief that Harry simply wasn't Horcrux enough to affect those around him. One workaround for this could be that only Muggles are sensitive to the Horcrux inside of him, but I think that's a bit of a stretch. And that's it for this video. Did you know that Harry isn't a proper Horcrux? Did you ever wonder about this? Let me know in the comment section below. Until next time, you're a wizard, Harry!